Hi everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel, and today's episode we're going to be talking about shifting. So get a violin and let's practice. So as a violinist, before you begin to talk about shifting, you must have been able to you've started playing an intermediate piece. Okay, so you are probably here because you want to advance your knowledge on shifting, or maybe you are not too familiar with shifting, or your shifting is not that good. You just want to better your shifting. Shifting is this technique that we use to reach out to other higher notes and maybe a lower string if we don't want to play on it. I would say that shifting is a technique that we use to execute notes on a higher register, and before you can do that properly, you have to learn the proper way of doing the shift. Alright, let's get down to business right now. I want us to understand what we call positions. This is my hand in a natural position, or otherwise known as the first position. After the notes, my first finger is placed second, third, and then fourth. Now, when I say second position, is placing this your first finger to the position of this your second finger and starting on that note upwards is your second position. And now I'm on the natural position right now. You want to get your third position. You now take your first finger down to position of your third finger. You are on third position. You're playing on third position. Now from here, your fourth finger, you take your first finger, get down to that first finger position. That you are playing on fourth position. You get that? And let me go again. I take my first finger, place it on the third finger position. I'm on the natural position right now, and this is my third finger. When I take my first finger to this third finger, this is my third position. Let's say so that's it. And then the same thing occurs when I do it on the second finger. That is my second position, but I tend to do. So shifting occurs mostly from first to third. So if you look at the neck, the knot of this violin, you look at my hand. You see that when I'm holding this violin, there is this hole in between my thumb and my first finger. So that hole, when I talked about how to properly hold the violin, I discussed about that hole. Because of that hole, that I'm able to move my hand from this position up to this position. Because if here is locked, there will be tension, and I cannot easily, because of, you see, the skin here will be locked on this neck, and I cannot easily move my hand. Instead, it will be in a rough position. But when I create that hole, I can easily take my thumb up to any position I want to play. Let's say from first to third. Here is third. I want to take here to this place. I will move. You see? It's a one time something I move. You see? Now, you see? Good. You listen to your shift before you drop. Let's say I want to move from here. I want to move from here to here. Now, how do I execute that properly? If I want to shift, like I'm trying to learn how to shift, I go and kind of slow with my bow coming down. A kind of glissando. And during that gliss, I listen properly so that when I'm about to land, I will not land on the wrong note. Let's take it again. You see? Now, if I don't take down my listening serious, I'm going to make a mistake of going sharper or flatter than that note, and that makes me to play the wrong note. I don't think that is sharp. Now, first rule on shifting: if you want to shift, make sure that your whole arm is moving together. Now your finger is in a playing position. When you want to shift, make sure that both your finger and your thumb moves together. Like your thumb is not going before your finger. Let's say no. I can't even exaggerate it very well, but I know you understand what I mean. And when you want to shift, take both your finger and your thumb together. Everything moves in accordance. Let's say I'm shifting in third. I have a think is much more reliable and much more easier to practice this shifting on arpeggios. Let's say I need two octave arpeggio on D major scale. So on that open string, which is your saw, you have the leverage and the let's say the chance and space to move to the third position. You have I am free now, I can move. So during shifting, another thing you have to do is changing of bow. Let's say let me demonstrate something. Watch my bow. So I use an up bow to play this a slot 2 note. On my shift, I now go down bow. It makes it more smoother because during that time of shifting, you use it to change your bow, maybe from up bow to down bow. It makes the noise in shifting. It hides the noise shifting generates because the glissando that comes in shifting gets muted. I'm on first position, shift to third, bow change, third again with my first finger, shift down, change of bow. Starting out with shifting, try a change of bow during your shifting. So you are using a down bow to play, and before you do the shift or after you've done the shift, you change to an up bow to make the shifting look much more smoother. So I want you to understand that shifting is another complex technique on the violin, and it takes you a couple of years to get a hang of it. So it's just like someone who is throwing a javelin or playing or shooting a bow and an arrow. Don't always hit the particular target, but you hover around that target. So the same thing occurs in shifting. When you shift, you hover around that particular right note, but with time and years of practice, you get better and automatically hit the right point. So fams, if you're new to the channel, I want you to subscribe, stick around with the notification bell and get ready for our next video. Thank you.